Brandon Southern is the former head of analytics at eBay, Amazon, and GameStop. He explains that candidates often forget to be relatable during interviews. Southern recommends that candidates try to gather as much information up front. A key element of getting hired is being relatable, but it's something that is frequently overlooked by candidates during the interview process. One reason for this is because it is natural to take the job description or interviewer's questions at face value and simply provide answers to their questions. However, to get hired, you need to do more than have experience and check the necessary boxes. You and your experience need to be seen as relatable as possible to the job that you're applying for. The trouble is lack of relatability. Frequently, candidates will ask questions about compensation, culture, remote work, or possibly why the position is open, but rarely does a candidate ask questions about the details of the work environment. This is a crucial oversight because without additional details, the candidate is leaving their relatability to chance during the rest of the interview process. This is crucial because relatability is a gauge of how unfamiliar something is to someone. Related experience doesn't necessarily translate into relatability. For example, let's assume that there's a job posting for a data analyst position, and this position requires someone to have 3 years of experience in the field, along with 3 years of experience building Tableau dashboards. Now let's assume that you have 5 years of experience in the field and 5 years of experience building Tableau dashboards. During the interview, you're asked about your experience, and you tell the interviewer that you have 2 additional years of experience, and you provide great examples of how you've been updating existing dashboards as well as building a few new ones. You feel like you aced the interview, but to the interviewer, you don't have the necessary experience to succeed in this role. This is because the interviewer was looking for something specific that was never shared with you. The interviewer is the hiring manager for a team that was just created in the company, and the team doesn't have any dashboards today. While the interviewer needs someone capable of building dashboards, the interviewer wants to have confidence and feel like you have encountered this exact scenario before. To you, the experienced candidate, it doesn't seem like this should even be a point of discussion, as the work of building a dashboard in a new team is the same as building within an existing team. But to the interviewer, you don't appear to be perfectly relatable, and you might not get hired because of this recommended approach. What you needed to do was provide answers that were directly relatable to the interviewer, thus leaving the interviewer feeling like you were the perfect match for the role. This is why you need to gather as much information up front about the job, the team, the environment, the technology, the challenges, and why those challenges are important to the business. This requires you to proactively come to the recruiting call with these questions, and if necessary, schedule a follow-up with the recruiter to ask additional questions during your recruiter call. Your goal is to become as familiar as possible with the job, almost to the point where you can visualize what it's like to be there today. When you obtain this information and a clear picture of the challenges and environment, you will be able to customize your answers and use more relatable answers during the interview process. By treating the recruiting call as a fact-finding mission, you will be equipped to provide the most relatable answers. This will increase your chance of success during the interview process. Without this information, you'll be leaving relatability to chance, hoping that the interviewer can infer relatability, which is never a good strategy. Brandon Southern is the former head of analytics at eBay, Amazon, and GameStop. He also creates TikToks about data analytics and career development. Read the original article on Business Insider.